Oh yeah, because he needs that as a demon hunter.
Yeah.
And the deer is so
Uh-oh.
high.
I'm trapped, I'm trapped!
Fall.
Trap! I got trapped in a cog. Looks like it's still over a couple Mac.
Good.
Perfect conditions.
This time I'm not going to Avatar and fail leap up the hill. That was also just like, what? Moving now.
I love the parachute that Shag gets when he leaps off me.
Oh yeah, because he needs that as a demon hunter.
Yeah.
And the deer is so
Uh-oh.
high.
I'm trapped, I'm trapped!
Fall.
Trap! I got trapped in a cog.
I have no mission agenda.
That's just a way for you guys to watch the videos and see how panicked I was in that cog. with that patrol just coming up.
You know you want to.
We don't have combustion. I think if we had combustion, I probably would have done it, but I'll kick cross.
I've kicked square.
Yeah, Corsia is our only kick left, so if you can make sure you kick next. If there is a next.
I've done the
probably
closest
won't
thing I can do to kicking, which is proccing Twilight Devastation.
be. You can't cast if you're dead.
Exactly.
Whose voice? That's what I imagined.
That was not any voice in particular, to be fair.
Say the
When
real
it does, always
interrupt there.
supposed to be me.
No, my you voice is very different.
It's also different from my actual voice.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Imagine I just sound
Excuse
like
me?
4
What
out
is
of
that?
10.
That's
I
actually
was
how you
telling
sound.
Neri.
That's
I was telling
not
Neri
how I
earlier.
sound.
I was telling Neri earlier how I used garbage in a work email today.
The highest honor you can bestow.
I referred to our phone provider support as garbage.
Cross it!
I don't know what you want me to do.
And then your coworker can ask, "Garbage, is that French?" And then you can say, "No, it's German."
Actually,
It's technically drag queen.
to be fair, they just sort of took me for the weird way I say things anyway. I've got a more same flavor rather than type.
That's a mood. I also am known for the weird things I say on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I think
I'm just known for being weird.
calling out
Yeah.
people's names as a healer, I feel like is something that a lot of healers do in the vain hope that somehow it will make them heal. Maybe it just like it's a secret proc heal that every healer wishes they had. You call out someone's name and it's just like it just gives them a desperate prayer. Maybe that's actually what desperate prayer is.
Because if I hear you saying my name in a panicked voice, I'm like, oh god, do I have any defensive cooldowns? Do I have any at all? And then I just
True,
use
to
it.
be fair. Except for
Like,
them.
the best way to give me the ice block is you saying, oh, Neri!
That's a difference between Neri and Cassia. Cassia is like, I don't know what I can do.
I mean, I'm just... Yeah, that's the thing. Neri still has the fighting spirit in her. I'm just dead.
Dead inside. I'm dead inside. I might as well be dead on the outside as well.
That's a pretty good
For the record,
one.
George just walked past me and said, and the outside.
Sorry for that laugh. There's this one laugh I do sometimes that like makes my ears hurt. I cannot imagine what it must sound like through Discord.
That's your talking, to be honest.
Really?
I'm so sorry.
Fucking rude!
Yeah, this time it's not even rude and true, just straight up rude.
It's just straight up insulting. I respect
Oh,
that.
yeah, shock bot.
Well done, Corsia.
Oh, there's one here.
Yours is
I
in the
just-
shame tube.
Well, I was walking back to get my other one, but I got slowed.
Fun
you're-
fact, shame tube is also the name Corsia has for their nether parts.
Hey,
I did not need to know that.
I mean, I just made that up.
Oh,
keyword
well.
there is nether.
But consider for a moment the fact that one, I think that is plausible, and two, I think it's plausible that you would know that.
Yeah. Also, I like to
That's
appreciate that.
concerning.
I also like the fact that Chag has also forgotten his shock pot.
Oh really? We haven't been here in too long, guys. Wonder whose fault that is before anyone says.
Yes, truly mysterious. What could be the cause of this chain of events?
A very unfortunate series of events.
I wonder whether that's the same thing that happened to the F tier spec ult series.
That's on our to-do list.
I mean, to be fair,
Maybe look back into things.
I'm honestly quite hyped to get into that for Shadowlands as well, like right from the start, if others are as well.
Well, we can't do it right from the start because it'll take a while to, like.
Yeah, obviously the meta
Thing
has to
was
settle
terrible.
first, but
But honestly, it probably will be as soon as we have time to do anything else.
Yeah.
Because,
Well,
like, with raiding starting a couple weeks into it and focusing on the mains.
Imagining raiding in Shadowlands.
I do think that I actually think that during the first 3 weeks there will actually be a bit more content than usual, because from what I can see, without emissaries, there's not too much to do on a daily basis. The anima gathering is weekly and you can do it from dungeons.
Wait, are we not having emissaries anymore in Shadowlands?
No, I think it's
No,
this
you
whole...
just do your faction stuff daily,
Oh, okay.
the renounced things.
I don't know how often the Moor zone is sort of meant to be done, but basically I don't think you're going to be doing. I mean, you might want to obviously do I don't know about World Quest. Honestly, I haven't obviously got to endgame yet,
Hear this.
Heroes? Okay.
but I'm anticipating that there will actually be less to do at endgame before Mythic Plus opens up.
Yeah.
Which means that
That suits me just fine, because I'm not going to have that much time in comparison to, the time I had at the start of BFA. And I am probably going to focus quite a bit on PvP and crafting.
that's the other thing as well. You need to get up some characters for professions, because that's how you get the legendary bits.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm going blacksmithing in Shadowlands, so...
I need to have a look at, sort out what characters I want to get ready for. And then sort out their professions as well. I know Greg is going Scribe, that's really good.
Yeah, that's very nice.
I will stay jewel crafting for what it's worth.
Alright, I'm thinking I should probably stay Engineer for sure.
I mean, you guys know me well enough to know that I am never changing anything ever.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, you don't have to.
But
We're
Why
taking
change? You have
Guys,
ults.
stop, we're taking the patrol.
Oh.
Sorry to shout, but
It's fine.
patrol was down here, so...
But I'm fine with you having tailoring because then you can help me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I can give you gems
That
and
was
rings.
interesting.
I assume there will be also legendary rings and things.
I'll
Yeah, there will
continue
be
shouting.
There will be legendary rings at Nex as well, actually, so...
Yeah.
Remember, necklaces are a thing. I know we forgot about them in
Right,
Battle
yeah,
for Azeroth.
That's a slot.
It's completely legitimate that you forgot about it in BFA.
Oh, that was the same thing
It's
with
similar
weapons,
to
wasn't
weapons
it?
in Legion, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But you went in time walking, it's like, oh, time walking, I got a dagger.
Oh, time walking. I got literally anything that goes into an Azerite slot.
To be fair, Cloak as well.
Yeah, but that's only been one patch, so that's not really quite the same.
Yeah, but it has been a long patch.
Ah, true.
Worst part of the dungeon.
Two on Neri, two on me. That's, could be worse.
Ah, and 3 volcanic on me. Not
Easy,
sure how
I
they
go-
got there. I think it's very rude of them to
can't see
be
it.
there.
Bad things happen to me.
That's
Which is funny. I literally just said I cheese it by going in last.
They heard you, they were like, no cheating! N'Zoth sees all!
I'll see the little sneaky gnomesy.
stupid gnomes is this?
There's something about
That's what I
Garcia saying sneaky little gnomesy that really gets my goat. I think it's because everything else they say is so sad. And then that's such a happy thing to say.
It was
I mean,
purely for the Lord of the Rings reference.
it was
What?
a good
Oh,
reference.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
I was also drawn to a new Hearthstone card that's like some gnome rogue trying to open a chest, and then its death rattle is add a ghost to your hand, and the ghost is just the gnome who says, "I didn't want it anyway."
Wow.
I think the chest is like meant to be a mimic.
Oh. Oh, that would be such a fun thing to add to WoW.
Mimics, yeah.
I guess the closest we have is like Karazhan shit.
Well, Hearthstone's been through that already, so...
That is true.
One night in Karazhan.
What?
Used
just-
to the melee.
Just seriously, it's amazing how rusty you get over 2 weeks.
Yeah. Tis.
Like, I don't even mean that to be like a dig, but like genuinely forgotten how to play this fucking game.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's totally okay. I'm not blaming you for, being rusty. Come on, I'm rusty as well, so I'm probably going to make a horrible mistake.
Well, look at how many people have died. I'm like,
It's only
this
2
run
deaths
and
on
the
it.
previous one. I mean, the previous run as well.
I was gonna say 2 deaths, both me.
I read a thing today about the loudest bird in the world, and then I was talking about it to someone, and then I said, "Oh, well, if the bird's in your melee range, like an idiot."
I think I know what the loudest bird in the world is.
I played it cool. Is it me?
Foxbird.
I was about to say it's the foxbird. I love you, Neri. I've missed you.
Also, I'm not loud. I'm just obnoxious.
That's true.
No, it's just loud. Well,
No,
not
Garcia,
just
you're just horny.
Yeah, but not just implies a sort of arrogance and self-righteousness.
No, that's me.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Line of sight that blaster, please. Thank you. Just wanted to get it to the corner.
I had to orbit first
Yeah, that's fine.
for reasons. The reason is I wanted an arcane charge.
I thought.
Carry, that's a builder.
No, it's a puller.
Oh yeah, that's it. Pull it.
Arcane Orb is to mages that Heroic Throw is to warriors.
No, it's not. Good God, I'm still tilted by that, honestly.
That was my favourite line I think I've ever said in a Mythic Plus ever.
I would love to tell you mine, except I don't remember what I say like 2 minutes after I say it. I always watch your videos and I'm like, oh, I'm so funny. Holy shit. And I don't remember saying it.
I like it when you say, when you come up with a response to it and then you said it in the video afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Stop.
Gosh,
Stop for a
make
sec.
that joke.
3
Stop
seconds,
for real
fine.
now.
Oh, there's another mob. Didn't see it.
There's 2 more mobs even, Carrie.
Okay.
Ah, that was my own fault.
What happened?
I was doing the thing that you have to do when you hit Scorch and like strafe. Because if you're using Scorch and you're not going back like left and right quickly, quick, what the fuck are you doing? I got hit by an explosive and an actual bomb. Not explosive, volcanic.
Nice.
TLDR stood in shit.
Happens.
I wonder if I can be the only deaths this run.
Well, you're doing a pretty good job of it so far.
Yeah, I shot Bob.
Don't be mean.
I wonder what the highest death count on a single player you can get is without anyone else in the run dying.
I mean,
Technically 100.
yeah, it's technically infinite, surely. Or is it going to be your next challenge, Carrie?
But no.
We can pick one of us to let die.
Leroy Jenkins challenge. You put one person in your team whose job it is to always be annoying and pull shit. Wait, that's just how I'm.
I was about to say, we already have one of those, Neri.
How is it possible to do a dungeon where you don't heal one member of your group?
If it's a demon hunter, they'll probably be okay for quite
Yeah.
a bit.
I'm not quite sure that is possible. I think there's too much random healing stuff.
I mean, Geron does a tank is pretty much.
You just boycott Jaron for being mean.
Garon's cancelled.
Yeah. Has cancel culture gone too far?
Dirty Gen Z.
Don't
No,
you mean Gen Z, Corsair?
See, there's going to be like a brand new generation called Generation 2020.
Nice.
Oh my god. You can't say that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, right. No, right.
You know how every YouTuber has like their own euphemism for, you know, this? And for
Really.
some of them it's just like, oh, this current situation. Or whatever. But the Game Grumps. They call it the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. But I didn't watch the video where they decided that. So I was watching a random video, and they're like, last time I had Burger King was before the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. I was like, oh, what? What is
Just
that? And
monetizing
then
Harry further.
it took me like 20 minutes to understand what they meant by it, because it kept coming up, and I was like, did they go on tour with the Backstreet Boys? I'm so confused.
Honestly, that's an amazing euphemism.
That is. Though I'm going to settle with Toadette still.
Feel free to cut this out, Carrie, but but then I also realised that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, probably. I'm reflecting if it goes on me.
I am not quite sure how I didn't get run over there. I feel like I've been saved a lot of times this run by getting hit or not avoiding getting hit by stuff I'm fairly certain that I should have got hit by.
Yeah, that seems to happen to you a lot, actually, Carrie. Well done, I would say.
Yeah, I wish it worked like that with the no damage taken challenge.
To be fair, that's a mood for League. Ah, fuck me, I was not in that. What did that
Absolutely
Senna
so.
alt
We've
hit
been
me?
against so many stretches today, and it's like every time.
Oh, God. Yeah, every time, like, how the hell did that hit me?
Lux main, I had the opposite problem.
Pantheon main, I don't have problems.
You are the problem.
Wow. And you say I'm rude?
Let's just try to out-rude everyone.
I know, but
I
didn't
mean,
Garen
I
just go
meant
really
for
up
the enemy team, but if you want to take it that way, that's fine too.
Didn't I do what, Corsia? I know you were
You
about
went
to.
incredibly Dutch.
Did I?
On the word rude was like
Oh,
perfect
yeah.
stereotype.
Rude.
Oh,
Did I tell you I had to NPC over the phone the other day?
What?
Yeah, no, some friends of mine were doing a LARP set in the modern times, so their players had phones. So they asked some people to be an NPC over the phone, like make some phone calls and have some conversations with their players as
Oh, that's pretty
NPCs.
cool.
Yeah, so I was asked, like, okay, can you play it, because they were rebels to some oppressive system or something. And I was asked, can you play this this Dutch rebel? And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, you're a Dutch rebel and you're not very good at English or Danish. So I'm like, I'm gonna put on the thickest fucking Dutch accent I can possibly manage. So I called this girl, who was one of my friends, and I don't think she even noticed it was me,
Right.
because I had to ask her about how they were doing the rebellion. So I said, yeah, hello. I want to call to ask about how you started the rebellion, because we want to start a rebellion in the Netherlands as well. It was absolutely
God.
horrible. It was absolutely horrible.
I can tell why she did not recognize you.
I also want to point out that like Chad beat me to it.
Wow.
That
I-
and, like literally any English speaking like TV show or whatever where there's Dutch people, that is 100% the accent they do.
Exactly,
Like-
because that's how Dutch people sound when they speak English, and it's horrible.
It's American, that's what it sounds like, but with a lisp.
I can't do like the TV German accent at all. I can do a German accent, but it doesn't sound like TV German.
It's not something Americans would recognize as a German accent, is what you mean.
The worst part is that I've yet to see a show that has like German villains or whatever, and they use people who actually speak German.
Oh Oh yeah,
it's
but
That is
always,
true.
like, they always speak German, but it's like the thickest American accent on the German.
that's the same with Dutch people. Like, it's the exact same problem.
Classic
See, I
British.
don't understand why people just don't get Shag to voice all their NPCs.
Rupert. Anyway.
I remember I was speaking to some of the Wardens on Discord, and they were like, talking about Shag's FBI thing, and they were like, "Oh, I've never had like Alina as a DM," and I was like, "If you have the opportunity to have Alina as a DM, you should really take it with both hands."
Yeah, you should.
Agreed.
Oh god. All right then, pals. Let's get on with it.
If that is our real name.
Save hero, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say. We can probably one phase it. It's fortified.
Yeah. And stuck.
Wow. This fight is so insane on explosives when the ads are still up.
Oh yeah, volcanic, you mean?
Yeah, Volcanic. Reminds me of what's it? Second
Stuck
boss in what was that forest dungeon that was in Val'sharah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that the second boss, since all the roots would summon.
Make sure you live this.
Yeah, we can't have anyone but Cassia die.
Wait, what? More importantly, what forest thing in Val'sharah?
The Darkheart Thicket.
Yeah, Dark
Oh
Heart
god,
Thicket.
I forgot I was thinking that thing. I just kept thinking of not Wakecrest Manor, but the other manor.
Blackrook Hold?
Yeah, there we go.
God, what a stupid dungeon. I really like the concept, but it's a shame it was such a terrible dungeon.
It's like
You will die,
it was
motherfucker.
like the equivalent of Shrine of Storms now.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd actually be something, comparing the dungeons of Legion and Battle for Azeroth, and seeing like
Yeah.
how you would
All I
rate.
want to say is Junkyard is Court of Stars.
Yep.
Actually, Junkyard is more Maw of Souls.
War of Souls did get harder though. Oh, yeah, we.
Yeah,
Souls
but
for Freehold.
Maw of Souls was such an easy dungeon. Like,
Yeah.
I guess Court of Stars was as well, but Maw of Souls is just such a staple, you know.
I feel like Court of Stars is probably the equivalent of Freehold.
Wouldn't that actually be more Darkheart Thicket?
No.
I'm gonna take
But I know
stab.
Dark Heart Thicket was on the easiest side for sure.
I feel like Waycrest Manor is Archway? Just because the structure of different gates are open.
See,
And it's
the other
not
thing
hard,
is,
it's
Archway was not hard. It was long. That was the only
Yeah.
issue.
But there's no such dungeon in.
No.
No.
Well, that's because they really.
It's been mostly standardized, really.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the dungeons did not really. There's not a huge time difference between the dungeons. There was massive time difference in Legion, like more of Souls
Yeah.
to Archway. Oh, what is Temple? What is the Valor one? What's the Valor?
Halls of Valor?
I feel like that's Siege.
Don't kill that yet. There we go. Or what is Shrine, for that matter? Lower Karazhan, obviously.
Which Karazhan was the bad Karazhan?
Lower.
Lower.
Upper was okay. Lower was absolutely awful.
Upper.
Upper you could do on Fortified, but
Yeah.
lower was just terrible.
Yeah,
Lower
you
was
couldn't
always
do
terrible.
upper on Tyrannical. Don't get me started on that again.
I guess that's something we really don't give Blizzard enough credit for, that basically all dungeons are runnable on anything. They might still
Yeah.
be more annoying. But it's
Yeah.
no longer like, oh,
Yeah,
we
but-
can't do that dungeon on these
Yeah,
episodes.
like they have very, very clearly learned from their mistakes, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very game development of you.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like very WoW player review.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Doesn't sound like
towards Blizzard, and then they also have to learn on how things work when they're balancing a massive game. What?
That's crazy. I think Blizzard is horrible, and a multi-billion-dollar company should really know better at this point.
I see you too have a BTech in game design.
Exactly. I know what I'm talking
about. That comment on Wowhead where one person was like, oh, they're adding a lore to the game, it's just gonna get retconned anyway. And then someone commented being like, you're the kind of person that if you found out you were adopted, you'd call it a retcon. And it's just the most beautiful burn.
Remember there is a shockbot out here in case you need one, Garcia.
I don't.
But why would Carcia need a shockbot?
Because it's been dying all the time. Comedy genius.
Sorry, Chag. I mean, I'm slightly sorry. It was kind of funny.
Fear the gnome.
She just got too close to him. Just feared him right at the last second. Like, oh.
The mere presence of the gnome scares the Divanta.
Idea for an RP character concept. A Death Knight who makes it his purpose in Undeath to hunt the Illidari. Because, you know, he's a monster, and he's like, I'm a monster, I didn't choose to be a monster. And then you have these fuckheads who chose to be monsters! Like some kind of idiots! So he makes it his purpose to hunt the Illidari. I think it's a great concept.
Anything though. Like Death Knights have a much worse track record alliance-wise than the Demon Hunters do.
Oh yeah, 100% true. But like, it's purely for the concept of, you know, the Demon Hunters are like corrupted monsters, and they chose to be corrupted monsters, and that's awful. Like, it would not be a character who is, you know, objectively justified in any way. It's purely, you know, by I don't like Demon Hunters.
Oh,
would be a Night Elf Death Knight.
It's kind of like how the Wardens treat light users.
I'm wondering if that would count as monster appropriation. I was born this way. You chose to be this.
I mean, that's how a lot of people actually treat, you know, fell corruption. I was born this way. I was born as a warlock.
That's it. I need to join a alt-right Reddit chat or something because I just, you know.
Absolutely not. I will disown you. I will no longer get you birthday presents.
I will disown you as my gauge. Oh, what the fuck? We're 0.6% off. Okay, we'll do it after last boss.
No. What did we miss? Probably just one mob, like.
Yeah, probably like one mob in like the drain or something.
Wait, we also pulled the cats though.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why I was like,
we missed one of the packs where we came out. Not from the last portal, but portal before. Don't we normally pull 2 packs there?
That's true.
But I pulled 2, I think. Only 0.6. Yeah, okay. I guess like we're not supposed to pull the cats. Then we pulled the cats, and then we missed 1 pack later. And now we're 0.6% off.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Dead key.
Dead
Well, I
key
guess you
indeed.
didn't take Mass Entanglement, but
Now it's a dead key for sure.
yeah.
It's a good job you got 2 mages. Or 1.5 mages.
I always remember how much this place makes Tracia cry when he hears the robots.
Also, I appreciate that Neri instantly assumed I was talking about her being the half mage.
Oh, you're not?
No.
Not this
Oh.
time.
See, that could be a gnome joke, that could be a put down on accounts of DPS, playstyle, skill, blah blah blah. Just
It's
so
a
many options.
multi-purpose insult.
Yeah, all of the self-deprecation in one go.
I'm missing a shield block joke.
Because Shibuk is a joke.
According to
No,
Ilya,
it's
it
not.
is.
Ugh. Attack!
Want to want a devastation?
Let's make some magic happen.
There we go. Twilight devastation. Well done. Carrying
You so bad
DPS.
on that last little bit that I had time to use combustion in both phases. Not
Oh.
today.
Mark a mob, please. Which one are we focusing?
Right behind us. Just focus on the renormalizer. Thank you, Twilight Devastation. That's what we needed. And we
mine
plus
was
2'd it.
Ah, just barely. Ah!
Ah!
It was intentional, so the speed boost.
Rapid fire trickery.
Nah. That was intentional. I used it for the speed boost, so I'd be the first one to open the cache.